Did you ever get up in the morning and feel like you're not in a good place mentally? Like you're just obsessing about something already, you're depressed about the day, maybe you feel overwhelmed, maybe you feel, I'm not in control of what's going on here. You just don't feel good. And that can happen at any time during the day, of course. Also, it might be after a meeting or after you've been foolish enough to watch the news, which is nothing but depressing. Whatever it is. If you want to get out of this, if you want to fix your mental state instantly, stick around, because I'm going to give you a 6-minute protocol to raise your vibration almost instantly. Hi, I'm Dr. Simeon Roger, and welcome to the channel. Especially if you're new, this is where we talk about all things to do with human resilience, including mindset, peak performance, creating the reality you want, which is what we're talking about today. Okay, so why is this important? Well, there are a lot of people who think that, mindset is about just pushing through, just about being hardcore. Well, all that hardcore stuff only goes so far if you have poor mental habits. If you have poor habits of thought and emotion, you will not get far, or you'll be working needlessly too hard. So what are we going to do? We're going to fix your vibration, and that's what's going to fix this. So what is vibration? Well, I don't want to spend a lot of time on that right now. I want to spare you all of the subatomic physics and all of that, but simply think of it this way. Think of a human thought, which as we know is a form of energy. We can detect it. Think of a human thought as emitting a frequency, which it does. And those frequencies, a frequency of course is on a scale. And you want frequencies, therefore you want thoughts that make you feel good. Because whatever your thought, that thought will create an emotion. It will create an emotion, which is that reaction your body has to what you're thinking. And all of this will very much influence what you bring into your life and how you interpret what you encounter in your life. So if you want to enjoy life, create the life you want, and be successful, however you define success, then take this very seriously. This is incredibly powerful. Can't emphasize it enough. So think of thought as a frequency, and you're going to be selecting thoughts that make you feel better, much better, slowly better and better. Okay, let's get on to the protocol. First part. Number 1, take 2 minutes, no more than 2 minutes, to do the following. First of all, smile. Yeah, actually put a smile on your face. Put a grin on your face. No one cares. They won't know what you're smiling about. And if it's early morning, maybe nobody sees you anyway. Smile. Why? Because when you smile physiologically, it activates certain processes, mental, emotional processes. You cannot smile and be unhappy at the same time. The moment you smile, you're actually raising your vibration. Whether you know it or not, you're improving your emotional tone. So smile. And as you're smiling, and this is the rest of this first part of the protocol, step number 1 out of 3, is you want to write down one great thing that happened yesterday. One wonderful thing about your day yesterday. And if it wasn't yesterday, at least something wonderful that happened recently. Okay? Write down one thing and just think about it. Think about it and feel that wonderful quality that event had. Feel it. Okay? And you just want to feel that and, bathe yourself in that wonderful feeling just for a minute or two. That's it. Then you go on to number 2. Number 2 is you're going to write down 2 to 3 events in your upcoming day. So this is kind of assuming you're doing this first thing in the morning. Write down 2 or 3 events that you know are coming up in your day. It could be you're meeting a friend. It could be you have a meeting to go to. It could be you're expecting a phone call from somebody. It could be, it doesn't matter. Okay? 2 or 3 events. And what I want you to do is, let's say there are two events, just for argument's sake. Take 1 minute and visualize that event turning out optimally. See it in your mind's eye. See it through your own eyes as if you're there watching it unfold. And feel the feelings you want to feel as this turns out exactly the way you would have it. Okay? The feeling part's very important. Number 3, what you want to do is practice joyous expectation. What is that? It's simply empty your mind, sit and meditate for even just 2 minutes. Doesn't matter what your posture is, just sit there and think of imagine your day turning out beautifully. Imagine your life turning out beautifully. Expect the best. Expect blessings. Expect miracles. Ask yourself what wonderful things could happen. Ask yourself what amazing things are going to happen in the next hour. Ask yourself, how is this day going to turn out so wonderfully that I couldn't imagine what could be better. You want to expect the best, and this is going to absolutely transform your emotional tone. Because the problem with us as Westerners is we've been so conditioned by the Newtonian worldview to assume that somehow the quality of our day is out of our control. And also, we have long since been taught to surrender our inner emotional integrity to outside events that we feel are out of our control. You're about to discover experientially none of this is true. And part of doing that is simply learning how to relax into expectation, to expect the best, to expect wonderful things to happen. So if you think that this is for you, if you want to try this protocol, I'd invite you just to put the word expect in the comments, or expectation. Just write that in the comments. I'll know what you mean. Okay, so that's been the protocol for this week. It's going to make a huge difference in your life. Feel free to let me know what you experienced. Don't forget, you can go to the link below and download your free resilience resource there. I'm Dr. Simeon Roger, and we will see you again soon. That's it for now.